Okay, good afternoon. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Board of Public Works for March 24th, 2021. Roll call.
El Gomez.
Present.
William Brown. Weena Guzman.
Present.
Okay, next we have the minutes of the regular meeting of March 10th, 2021. I'd like to make a motion to accept as written.
Second.
Roll call.
Val Gomez.
Yes.
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, we have no correspondence. We'll move on to new business. First item on our agenda are the bid openings and awards. These are from Building Department. We have 3. First one is the 2021 Phase 1 Board of Safety Demolition of Unsafe Garage Structures.
James Portalatin, Chicago Building Commissioner.
Oh, so we don't have this one?
Good evening, board members. This relates to the properties located at 4735 Alexander, 4757 Alexander, 4832 Kennedy, 4842 Kennedy, 4753 Melville, 4916 Melville, 4844 Mccook, and 4855 Mccook for garage structures only, leaving the slab. First one that I'm opening is for Calumet Waste Recycling. So they're at a different order, but for 4832 Kennedy, their price is for $1,920. For 4842 Kennedy Avenue, $1,967.20. 4735 Alexander, $2,876. 4757 Alexander, $2,951. 4753 Melville, $2,896. 4844 Mccook, $3,687.15. And 4855 Mccook, $3,852.80. There was no bid for 4916 Melville. Okay. The next one is for Acton Incorporated. Okay, 4735 Alexander was for $4,500. 4757 Alexander was for $4,500. 4832 Kennedy was also for $4,500. 4842 Kennedy, it was blank. 4753 Melville was for $4,500. 4916 Melville, it actually was removed from the bid, that's why there's no bid. 4844 Mccook is for $4,000. 4855 Mccook was for $4,000 at a total of $26,000. JM Industrial is the other bid that we have. $47.35 Alexander was for $5,180. $47.57 Alexander, $5,500. $48.32 Kennedy, $5,180. $48.42 Kennedy, $5,180. $47.53 Melville, $5,884. $49.60 Melville, it was removed, but he had $10,144. $48.44 Mccook is $7,230, and $48.55 Mccook $5,964. And the last bid we received was from STM Enterprise LLC. $47.35 Alexander was for $1,977.77. $47.57 Alexander was for $1,877.77. $48.32 Kennedy is $1,999.77. $47.53 Melville, $2,177.77. $49.16 Melville, it was removed from this bid. $48.44 Mccook is $2,277.77. And $48.55 Mccook, $1,777.77. For a grand total of $12,088.62. These are all the bids received. If I may have an opportunity to review them, come back with a recommendation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Later in the meeting?
Yes.
You also have the Miracle Award of Asbestos Remediation containing material at vacant properties.
Yes.
You have those with you?
Yes, I do. So these are for the properties located at 4854 Alexander Avenue, 4802 Ivy Street, 4729 Mccook Avenue, 4737 Mccook Avenue, 4716 Mccook Avenue, 4751 Melville Avenue, 5019 Melville Avenue, and 4948 Melville Avenue for asbestos remediation. First proposal that we received was from Safe Environmental Corporation for 4854 Alexander. It was for $7,700 lump sum. 4802 Ivy, $2,200. 4729 Mccook, $2,200. 4737 Mccook, $750. 4716 Mccook, $750. 4751 Melville, $750. 5019 Melville, $5,600. 4948 Melville, it's at a lump sum of $750 and a daily rate. They'll have to be there during the demolition because it was too unsafe, for $1,200 daily rate. The next proposal was from M&O Environmental Company, 4854 Alexander $8,350. 4802 Ivy, $4,125. 4729 Mccook was for $2,700. 4737 Mccook Avenue was for $850. 4716 Mccook, $850. 4751 Malville, $850. 5019 Malville, $8,350. 4948 Melville, lump sum $850 with a daily rate of $1,000 and $1,050. The last proposal we received was from Midwest Service Group, 4854 Alexander, $6,350. 4802 Ivy, $2,295. 4729 Mccook, $2,935. 4737 Mccook, $1,145. 4716 Mccook, $1,145. 4751 Malville, $1,145. 5019 Malville, $4,994. 4948 Malville, $1,185 lump sum with a daily rate of $980. These were received via email, and so we were able to see what the proposals were received. So I actually have a recommendation on these.
Okay, so you'll get back, you have a recommendation now?
Yes.
What's your recommendation?
So the lowest for 4854 Alexander, and for 5019 Malville, I would recommend, 4854 Alexander in the amount of $6,350, and 5019 Malville in the amount of $4,994. I would recommend that those two properties be awarded to Midwest Service Group, as they were the lowest, most responsive bidder.
Those are 4854 and which one?
Alexander and 5019 Melville. And you know what? I didn't do the addition, so sorry.
You want to come back with it then?
You know what? I'll come back then.
Okay.
All right.
We can move
Sounds.
on.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, next we're going to move on to the bid opening for the fitness equipment for the police department. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, six. We have three. First one is from Midwest Commercial Fitness, 32 North Broadway, Aurora, Illinois. Instructions. Okay, we have bid one. It's $50,190. Bid two is $61,100. Bid three is for $69,600. So Chief, you had three categories? So you had three categories, they're bidding on three?
I think they did basically, how can I say, good, better, and best is how they did it as far as equipment, because the different brands.
Okay.
And they're both here, honestly, if you want to speak to them, both of the.
No, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's the way they did it. I believe that, like I said, They did it with basic equipment, then a little better brand, and then, the top-end brand.
Okay, because we're gonna open the bids, we're gonna read them out, then we're gonna give them to you, and your department will make sure everything matches up, then come back with a recommendation,
Absolutely.
okay?
Okay.
Okay, so this was, once again, this was from Midwest Commercial Fitness, and there is a little drive in it. Okay. Okay. Okay, next one's from Direct Fitness Solutions, 600 Tower Road, Modane? How do you pronounce that?
Solutions?
Know the name of the town. Modelian, Illinois. Okay, we have. Yeah, it's different. Okay, this one has a grand total of $52,334. But there's only one. It didn't have three different ones like the other one. So you're gonna have to review to see what category this one was in. Okay. This is from Direct Fitness Solutions, Rocky, where's their address? Oh, this same, so he sent, that's the one we just read, eh?
Direct Fitness Solutions.
Oh, so he sent two different envelopes. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's from the same company, is that, okay, we thought we had three companies, but one company sent two envelopes. So we read the first one. This is also from Direct Fitness Solutions. They have another, I imagine, I don't know if this is one or two or three, that might be one. This one, grand total, is for $74,455. And they have another grand total for $65,659. And the third is $55,179. Is that the same as that one? That was 52. Okay, so we have four quotes from Direct Fitness Solutions and three from the other one. Chief, you're going to have to examine these, make sure all the paperwork is proper, and give us your recommendation.
Will do.
So we received 3 quotes from one and 4 from the other one,
Okay.
so.
I'll scan them tomorrow and send them to you.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, next we'll move on. We have the RFQ for Columbus Drive Utility Relocation Project. This is from Engineering Department. This is from Hassey Construction, 10 Lincoln Avenue, Calumet City. Their quote is for $205,525. $205,525. Next is from Grimmer Construction, 2619 Main Street, Highland, Indiana. Their quote is $258,370. The last one? No, we have one more. Okay, next one's from Rex Construction, 700 Schiller Avenue, Schererville, Indiana. It's quite a bit lower, huh? That's the amount? Okay, looks like theirs is total base bid, $189,850. $189,850. Last we have from LGS Plumbing Incorporated, 1112 East Summit Street, Comp Point, Indiana. And their total base bid is $270,590. $270,590. Supposed to be reviewed by engineering department? Okay. Our engineering department will review these bids and make sure the paperwork is all proper and come back with the recommendation to us, for us. Okay. Next we have the bid opening for Homerly Avenue from 148th to 151st Street, also from engineering.
Good evening, Ron Smith with Robinson Engineering. 2 sealed bids were received. The first bid comes from Brief Riley Construction Company Incorporated, 7500 West 5th Avenue in Gary, Indiana. They have a total bid price of $3,663,192. $3,102.75. Again, that's $3,663,102.75, and that is from Breathe Rally Construction. Our second and final bid this evening comes from Hassey Construction Company Incorporated, 10 Lincoln Avenue, Calumet City, Illinois. Where's the fancy little damn at? They have a total bid price of $4,283,010.00. That's $4,283,010.00, and that is from Hassey Construction Company Incorporated.
Thank you. Our engineering department will review these bids, make sure the paperwork is proper, and come back with their recommendation. Okay, thank you. And that concludes the bids for tonight. We'll continue with new business. Next item on our agenda is from Garrett, Block Stadium Phase 4, Certificate of Substantial Completion. We have a letter from Keith Salvi, our project director on these projects. Garrett Substantial Completion Phase 4 Certificate. He's submitting for approval. Certificate number 1, it's improvements to Block Stadium Phase 4 revised. Contractor is Garrett. The work identified below has been reviewed and found to be to the architect's best knowledge, information, and belief to be substantially complete. Substantial completion is the stage in the progress of the work when the work or designated portion is significantly complete in accordance with the contract documents so that the owner can occupy or utilize the work for its intended use. The date of substantial completion of the project or portion designated below is the date established by the certificate. Date on this date, March 10th, 2021. Any questions or comments on the certificate of substantial completion?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion to accept the certificate of substantial completion for the improvements to Block Stadium Phase 4.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez?
Yes?
Weena Guzman?
Yes.
Okay. Next, we'll move to Garrett, also from Garrett, Block Stadium Phase 5, change orders 1 through 3. We have change order number 1. This is improvements to Block Stadium Phase 5. This is for materials testing and inspection services for Block Stadium Phase 5 revised. Contract sum of this will be increased by this change order in the amount of $5,428. And this is according to Mr. Salvi. Change order number 1 is for soil testing inspection for Phase 5 construction. Are there any questions or comments on change order number 1?
None.
There be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion we accept change order number 1 for Block Stadium Phase 5 for an amount of $5,428.
Second.
Roll call?
Del Gomez?
Yes?
Weena Guzman?
Yes.
Okay, Phase 2, removal of underground inlet piping and electrical concrete duct banks during the home slide excavation. This is for $1,336. Contractor is Garrett. And it's for the removal of the inlet 105B and associated piping per RF1 and removal of electrical duct bank uncovered in excavation for Block Stadium. Any questions or comments on change order number 2?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion to approve change order number 2 for the Block Stadium.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, we move on to change order number 3 for the same project, Block Stadium Phase 5 revised. This change order is design change of egress areas would include a concrete, masonry, chain link fencing, and gates. Total would be $40,643. Any questions or comments on change number 3?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we accept change order number 3 in the amount of $40,673.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we move on to server parts to deem surplus and auction, for auction and advertise. This is from IT Department. We do have a correspondence from Kevin Klozak, our IT Director. I am asking that the board consider approval of deeming these server parts as surplus, at which time we plan to advertise for auction on a public surplus auction site. He has attached photos of these servers. There are 4 photos of the servers. Servers are no longer operable, have been taken out of production, or are no longer serviceable. As a result, are no value to the city. Are there any questions or comments on this request to declare surplus?
No.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept Kevin Klozak's request to declare these old server parts to be deemed surplus and for him to auction and advertise as such.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have compliance report, R&D Block Stadium Phase 4. This is VJ Block Stadium Phase 4, Package 2 Concrete. So far, the liquidated damages are for $1,947.90. EC residency damages are $2,268.86 for a total of damages of $4,216.76. As in the past, this is just for informational, no motion is necessary. We will move on to outstanding invoices. We have, our first one is from Fissinger and Associates. It's from Engineering Department. We have one invoice dated 12/1/2020 for $280.80. Engineering Department received the invoices on 3/22/21 when contractors submitted a past due statement. Service has been rendered and invoices should be processed. This is from the Engineering Department. Any questions or comments on this late invoice?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, entertain a motion. I'd like to make a motion that we approve Fissinger's and Associates late invoice for $280.80 from engineering.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we have from Public Works. We have a late invoice from Federal Protection Agency. We have 4 invoices dated 4/12/2020, 4/23/2020, 8/30/2020, 1/3/2021, for a grand total of $7,655.88. Explanation from Public Works: we did not receive the email with these invoices. Was all the work completed?
Good evening, Board. Yes, it was completed. The reason why with the late invoices were from Federal Protection Agency was we never received the emails with these invoices. And the total of that is $7,655.88 altogether, the 4 late invoices. And then for the other one, Centers, we've got 2 late
Oh, we
invoices.
have to do this one first.
Go ahead.
So services were provided. This is security at the...
Yes.
Come in?
Yes,
Okay.
the Federal Protection Agency.
Any questions or comments on the first one with federal protection?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve the payment to Federal Protection Agency in the amount of $7,655.88.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, now we come to the next one from Public Works, from Cintas. There are 2 late invoices, 12/24/2020 and 12/24/2020.
Yes,
And this is the total is $440.19.
that is correct.
For the record, the explanation of Public Works, the offices were closed the day of service and invoices were never received.
Which was on Christmas Eve.
Okay, but we did receive the services.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I can make a motion that we accept the past due invoice from Cintas in the amount of $440.19.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Board.
Okay, that concludes outstanding invoices. We move on to, from FCA Floor Specialist, this is the awarding from the Fire Department. And we have a letter from the Fire Department. Dear board members, the Fire Department previously submitted quotes for flooring at Central Fire Station. We would like to request your approval of FCA Floor Specialist to complete the flooring project. And we have our new chief.
Yeah.
For the record, can you please give your name?
Yes, Damon Carpenter, Fire Chief, East Chicago Fire Department.
Okay, and the amount would be $34,445. Any questions or comments on this recommendation? We did open the bids for this one last meeting, I believe. Any
I'm sorry.
questions or comments?
No.
Okay,
Sorry,
there be
I was
no.
having some technical issues here.
Okay, there being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve the fire department's recommendation for FCA for their flooring project in the amount of $34,445.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we come to Midwest Electric Air Tank Compressor. This is from the fire department. This is a proposal request for Midwest Electric to furnish the materials and labor to complete the following. Supply and install a 100 amp bucket and existing switch gear. This would be, so this is all related to your new air tank compressor.
I believe so,
Okay. Yeah, I was about to read the whole thing and there's a lot here, so.
yes.
Okay, the total cost of the job will be $12,732.60. This is to install all the electrical pertaining to the new air compressor. They will also remove the old compressor from the room, move in the new compressor, and conduct all the electrical work. And along with their proposal, they have a sole proprietary original equipment manufacturer claim sheet for Midwest Electric. The reason for the request is they are also doing the install of our generator. They have been doing a lot of our electrical work at Central Station. So the reason for the proprietary claim is that they're doing the work on your electrical.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, any questions or comments on this proposal?
None.
There being no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve Midwest Electrical proposal for doing the electrical work for the air tech compressor, the new air tech compressor at Central Station for the fire department.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we come from Minor Electric. I believe this is their hourly rates for 2021. They have from 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday, $130 per hour. After hours and weekends, that'd be times 1.5, it'd be $195 per hour, with a minimum of 4-hour call-out. Are there any questions or comments on Minor Electric's rate schedules?
None.
There be no further question or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve Minor Electronic Corporation's rate schedule for the fire department.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Next, we have from the fire department, we have both from Bozak Ford. We have a premium maintenance plan, extended service plan. This is for 2019 vehicle, 6-year, 75,000-mile premium maintenance with 8 visits. It is $1,715 per unit times 3 units is $5,145. And he does have the list of the vehicles with their VIN numbers and their 2019 Ford Explorers SUVs. Are there any questions or comments from this proposal for service maintenance program with Bozak Ford?
None.
There be no further questions or comments. I'd like to make a motion we accept from the fire department their premium maintenance program with Bozak Ford in the amount of $5,145.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, well, next once again from the fire department, MOU for the rave alert system. This is a no fee or cost for use of the rave alert system that Lake County currently uses. We would like to take advantage of this free service to use in the event of emergency, such as a train derailment or water boil water. This rave alert system is able to call all landlines in the city automatically with pertinent information about any emergency, I believe. And this letter was from our previous fire chief, Chief Cerna. So it's a service that's provided at no cost from the county alert system. Any questions or comments?
Just to note that the MOU shall end on December 31st, 2023.
Okay, so noted. Any other questions or
None.
comments? There be no other questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept this MOU from the fire department between the city and Lake County for the rave alert system.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Chief. I think
Thank you,
that's all
Board.
from the fire
Thank you.
department. Okay, next we have from Bremen Insurance. This actually comes from the Controller's Office. I could speak on it. This is our annual costs for insuring all our city buildings. Last year, we paid $155,582. This year, the cost will be $147,358. There is a higher deductible, but even with the higher deductible, the price is lower. So, and Bremen Insurance, their broker, they did bring us a proposal from 10 different insurance companies. This company, Hanover, they were the lowest, and they also are rated, I think on the final sheet, they're rated A, which is excellent. So they have a good rating, and we also had them last year. Are there any questions or comments?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we approve Bremen Insurance's recommendation for Hanover Insurance Company to provide insurance for the city's buildings in the amount
Second.
of $147,358.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, oops, you know what, I like to make a amend, it's not 147, it's 148, $812. I forgot about the electronic data processing fee. Protection, I mean. Okay. Okay, next we come to Resolution 2021-66, transfer of two properties to redevelopment along with the quitclaim deeds and the sale disclosures. Resolution, Chicago Board of Public Works establishing terms and conditions for the transfer of certain properties owned by the City of East Chicago to the Department of Redevelopment, which properties are commonly known as 4001 Street. 4001. 4001 Street.
It's Main Street.
Main Street, they're both Main Street?
Yes, that's on the quick
4001
claim
and
deed.
4005 Main
Okay.
Street.
Okay, 4001 Main Street, parcel number 45-03-22-382-001.000-024, and 4005 Main Street, parcel number 45-03-22-382.000-024. Whereas IC 36111 prescribes the manner of disposal and conveyance of real property by political subdivisions, including municipal departments, and whereas IC 36-1-11-8 provides that such entities may transfer or exchange properties on terms and conditions and for $0 consideration. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Public Works of the East Chicago that the City of East Chicago shall convey and transfer for $0 consideration the above described real estate as particularly described on the attached quitclaim deed to the Department of Redevelopment. So be it further resolved that the board president be and is hereby authorized to execute deeds substantially confirming to the documents attached conveying such property to the Department of Redevelopment along with appropriate sales disclosure forms. Any questions or comments on Resolution 2021-66?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept Resolution number 2021-66.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, I move on to, it's from Traffic Management Company. This is for flashing blink stops. It's from engineering. And this is for, see, we have 4 blinker sign R1-1DG3 red solar LED flasher and a single post mount. We have 4 for $7,080. We have 4 R1-1 stop sign installed on a single post with a Type B flashing red solar assisted light. That's 4 for $1,960. And we have 4 Type B flashing red solar assistant lights. And these 4 would be for $460, for a total of $9,500. Are there any questions or comments on this proposal for traffic lights?
None.
There be no further questions or comments, I'd like to make a motion we accept Traffic Management Company's proposal for engineering the amount of $9,500.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, next we come to Board of Public Works permit applications. Number 21-03801 through 21-03834. That'd be 33 of them. Most are for heavy load. I believe all are for heavy load. Any questions or comments on these permit applications?
None.
There be no further question or comments, or I'd like to make a motion, we accept Board of Public Works permit applications in the 21-03801 through 21-03834.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, James, do we have your recommendation?
Yes, I do. All right. I could start again with the asbestos remediation. So Safe Environment Corporation was the lowest, most responsive bidder for the following properties: 4802 Ivy Street in the amount of $2,200, 4729 Mccook Avenue, $2,200, 4737 Mccook, $750, 4716 Mccook, $750, and 4751 Melville, $750. I recommend that we award it to Safe Environmental Corporation, these properties, in the total amount of $6,650.
Any questions or comments on his recommendation?
None.
I'd like to make a motion, we accept our building commissioner's recommendation on this proposal.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
M&O Environmental Company was the lowest, most responsive bidder for 4948 Melville with a lump sum of $850 and a daily rate of $1,050, not to exceed 4 days, so the total amount would be $5,050 that I would recommend them be awarded.
Any questions or comments on this recommendation?
None.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept our building department director's recommendation on this proposal.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Midwest Service Group was the lowest, most responsive bidder for 4854 Alexander in the amount of $6,350, and 5019 Melville in the amount of $4,994, for the total amount of $11,344. I recommend they be awarded.
Any questions or comments on this
No.
recommendation?
No.
There be no further question or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we accept our building department director's recommendation on this proposal.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, so with regards to the garage demolition, just wanted to make one clarification. 4842 Kennedy Avenue was self-demolished by the owner, so that's why property is no longer there. So Calumet Waste Recycling was the lowest bidder for the property located at 4832 Kennedy in the amount of $1,920. That was I recommend that they be awarded that garage demolition.
Any questions or comments on this proposal?
None.
There be no further question or comments, I'd like to make a motion, we accept our building director's recommendation on this proposal.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
For the remaining properties, STM Enterprise was the lowest bidder for 4735 Alexander in the amount of $1,977.77. 4757 Alexander, $1,877.77. 4753 Melville, $2,177.77. 4844 Mccook, $2,277.77. 4855 Mccook, $1,777.77. That's a lot of sevens. Okay, in the total amount of $10,088.85. So I recommend they be awarded these properties as the lowest and responsive bidder.
Any questions or comments?
None.
There being no further question or comments, I'd like to make the motion, we accept STM's proposal for these demolitions based on a recommendation from our building department.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez.
Yes?
Weena Guzman.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
That concludes new business. We have no other business. Our next regular meeting will be Wednesday, April 14th, 2021 at 4:30 PM. As that concludes our business, entertain a motion, I'd like to make a motion for adjournment.
Second.
Roll call?
Val Gomez,
Yes?
Rena Guzman.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to call the meeting to order, the regular meeting of the Board of Public Safety, March 24th, 2021, starting at 5:30 p.m. May we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. All right, may we have the roll call, please?
Milton Reed,
Here.
Richard Chemzinski. Here. Thomas Davis.
Is there a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from March 10th, 2021?
I make a motion.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions on the minutes?
I have none.
If there are no questions on the minutes, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. As far as correspondence, there is no correspondence in front of us. New business, Resolution 2021-06-3905, Evergreen and release of lien. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution and release of lien?
I make a motion.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions on this motion?
I have none.
Any questions? Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. While we will put a pause here while waiting on the building department to come in, they're in conference with some of the residents, and we will pick right back up here on the agenda. Okay, we will now move on in new business with the new demolitions from the building department. James?
Hello, James Pataratingi, Chicago Building Commissioner. Today, Kevin Smith is joining us via Zoom. And so we did have a few of the properties. Don't know if you want to start, Kevin, and then I will interject with all the people that came in. Okay?
Sure, James. I think the first one that came in on the list, if you want to start with the people, are the people present, or do you want to just go through the list?
No, they're not present at this moment. We can go through the list.
Then I'll just start with the top. 606 West 143rd Street. This is one in which a LLC from Homewood, Illinois owns it. It has compliance liens going back to 2015. There was an inspection done on December 31st of 2020, which shows the front brick structure with boarded door and damaged awnings. Windows along the side are also boarded up, and it also shows junk in the backyard and boarded up rear house. I don't believe we have any contact from the owner, and therefore we would request that this, the demolition findings be entered as presented. Next property is 612 West 149th Street. I would note that this does have a homestead exception on it, but the owners are listed as Charles and Megan Simon from Huntington Beach, California. The worksheet that was done at the end of December shows a one-story brick structure without boarded windows. All windows appear intact. However, the Board of Safety has informed us that there's an inspection set for March 30th at 10 a.m. And so we would ask for the May 26th date. James, is that correct on this one?
Yes.
But we want to, we do want to enter the order, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we request the order be entered and a status set for May 26th. The next property is 3732 Theodore, and I believe that Ms. Williams was here this evening and met with James. James, do you want to give a report on that?
Yes, they were here. This is properties under her mother's name, who's deceased. They did sign up. I still want to enter the demolition order. We'll be in communication with them in case they want to enter into a rehab agreement.
Well, we would request the demolition order be entered tonight.
Correct.
All right, based on the condition of the property, which includes a dilapidated fence, compliance liens from 2020. There's a lot of junk around the house and debris piled along the side and rear. The porch in the rear looks severely damaged and unsafe, and the windows appear to be open to the elements, and the chimney's partially collapsed. So based on that, we would request that the order be entered as presented. The next address is 4907 Mcgoon Avenue. There's been no conflict with the owner. They are listed as Michael and Rebecca Flores. Appears to be a commercial brick building on the bottom with residential on the top. The brick is in significant deterioration. The rear of the structure is boarded up with a window on the second floor open to the elements, and we would request that this order be entered as presented based on the condition of the property. On all these, by the way, Mr. President, we do have good service and it was published and also posted on the property. Next matter is 5025 Mcgoon Avenue, a garage. Mr. Alejandro Quinones was present tonight, James, I believe.
Yes, he's the brother he's the owner's brother, and they're intending to do the repairs as well, but I will still set it up for demolition for the garage.
So we would request the demolition order be entered as presented due to the condition of the property. The next matter is 4760 Mccook. I believe that Mr. Carl Rogers appeared on behalf of this property this evening, James.
That is correct, and he is also wanting to do the repairs for there, but we could also enter the order for demolition.
So we would request that order be entered as presented. The photos do show a vacant structure with a severely deteriorating garage. The home's boarded up and is in poor condition with a dead tree, in a large dead tree in the front, and the door and windows are all boarded. The next property is 4826 Mcbook. The owner's listed as Span. I believe that Ms. Span was present this evening, and that James would request a May 26th status on this property. Is that correct, James?
Yes, permits have been acquired for this, so we could set that for status, see if they've done the repairs.
And so no order on this one, James, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. The next property is 4843 Mccook. This is just a garage only. The owner's listed as a LLC from Detroit, Michigan. There have been compliance liens on the property since 2015. There's rotted wood and a collapsing roof. There's been no contact with the owner. We request that the order be entered as presented. The second to last address is 4863 Northcott. It's owned by the Donna K. Pilapiak Trust. Ms. Pilapiak, I believe, appeared and met with James. There has already been a exterior inspection and permits have been issued to H&L Construction.
Yes.
We would request a May 26 status with no order entered tonight.
Correct.
Okay.
The last property is 3805 Pulaski Garage. It was owned by Lozano and they were present this evening. James, you want to give an update on that?
Yes, he would like to participate in our 50/50, so we would set it for demolition, and then he would be able to participate once we bid it out.
Okay.
Okay, so we will enter it, James?
Yes.
Okay. And that concludes my report. Thank you for allowing me to be present by Zoom, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. You can sign off, I think, at this point. No need to stick around. Okay. Is there a motion to accept the recommendation for the new demolitions from the building department?
I second the motion.
It's been motioned and properly second. Are there any questions? Any questions? Since there are no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. There is no audience here for participation. The regular meeting will be Wednesday, April 14th, 2021 at 5:30 p.m. If there's nothing else before us, we will take a motion to adjourn.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and properly second. Any questions? We'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming out.